Hi team, welcome back to another video, and we're going to be continuing looking at series and sequences, and today we're going to dive nice and deep into geometric sequences. So we looked at arithmetic sequences in the last video, now we're going to look at geometric sequences. So a geometric sequence is a sequence where the next term is multiplied by the same non-zero number, and this number is known as the common ratio, or R. Now, in arithmetic sequences, we had the common difference. Now we've got the common ratio. So looking at these two sequences here, we can see that in this first one, we are doubling every time. So we're multiplying by 2. So our common ratio here is 2. In this second sequence, we are swapping between positive and negative numbers. So we know that we're going to get a negative number as our common ratio. Now 2 to get to 6, we multiply by 3, 6 to 18, we multiply by 3, and 18 to 54, we multiply by 3. So our common ratio is -3. Now, to find the common ratio for different sequences with fractions and things like that rolling around, we take the n plus 1th term and divide it by the nth term. So we just take two numbers that are next to each other, the second one divided by the first one. So for example, we have 27, 9, 3, 1, and so on. Now we can use 3 and 1, so it'd be 1 divided by 3, which is 1/3. Or we could choose 9 and 3, so 3 divided by 9, which is, when we simplify it, 1/3. And then 9 divided by 27 is also 1/3 simplified. So it is important that we do check all visible terms to make sure our sequence is in fact a geometric sequence. So we also have a general term formula for geometric sequences. So we have the nth term, Tn, is equal to the first term, T1, multiplied by our common ratio to the power of n minus 1. So the term you're looking at, so for example, it's 10, put 10 in for n here, and we go from there. So let's have a look at an example here. So we've got the sequence 1/16, 1/4, 1, 4, 16, 64. Check the sequence is geometric, find the general term formula, and find the value of the 8th term. So remember, to find R, so to find or check that a sequence is geometric, we need to show that each pair of numbers has the same R. Okay, so we're trying to find R. So let's have a look at this pair of numbers here. So we need to do 64 divided by 16. Now that is equal to 4. Now the next pair is 4 and 16. So we've got 16 divided by 4, which is 4. And we're just going to keep going down. 4 divided by 1 is 4. 1 divided by 1/4 is 4. 1/4 divided by 1/16 is equal to 4. So that means R is equal to 4. All right, now that we have R and we've shown that it is in fact a geometric sequence, we can find the general term formula. So remember, so this is part A, part B, Tn is equal to T1 times by R n minus 1. Now looking at our sequence, T1 is 1/16. So Tn equals 1/16 times by, and we found R to be 4, and then n minus 1. And we leave it like that. It's a bit hard to simplify. When we have this, we can separate this indice up here, but it's just easier to leave it like that for now. All right, so find the value of the 8th term. So T8, so n equals 8. So 1/16 times by 4 to the power of 8 minus 1. Now 8 minus 1 we know is equal to 7. Now I can't do this in my head. If you can do it in your head, fantastic, but grab a little calculator. So I've got mine next to me here. So 1/16 times by 4 to the power of 7. That gives me 1024. So my 8th term is 1024. It is as simple as that. All right, hopefully this gives you a bit of insight into geometric sequences, and we'll see you guys in the next